Sweet Dreams, The Legend of Mr. PopShit, Part 1, The Rise. In the gritty heart of the city, where laughter echoed through dimly lit streets and dreams were often deferred, Jai, known on the streets as Mr. PopShit, reigned over the underground scene. With his signature swagger, he navigated the urban maze, a king in Arium built on rhythm and rhyme. His reputation was nothing short of legendary. He could spit bars that ignited the mic and wielded a tongue's harp enough to slice through the bleakest of nights. "Yo, you gotta understand," Jai said to a group of aspiring rappers gathered around him one night, the neon lights flickering like stars in the concrete sky. "This game ain't for the weak. You want respect? You gotta take it. You gotta bleed for this." The crowd hung on his every word, eyes wide with a mix of admiration and trepidation. Jackins. But as the night unfolded, Jai felt the weight of his choices pressing down on him. The streets were merciless, and the fame he had built came shackled with its own burdens. "You think this shit is glamorous?" he muttered to himself one night, staring into the mirror, his reflection revealing the toll of his lifestyle. "It ain't. It's a trap." Yet the allure of the stage and the thrill of performing kept drawing him in, fueling his passion, even as he wrestled with the shadows lurking just behind Z-Ace. Part 2, The Fall, Section 1. As Jai's name spread like wildfire through the underground scene, so too did the dangers that came with his growing fame. One evening, after a raucous show that left the crowd buzzing, he was approached by a slick-talking promoter whose promises dripped with the allure of fame and fortune. "You want to blow up, man? I got the connections, just gotta take care of a little business for me," the promoter said, flashing a grin that reeked of deceit. "Fuck that," Jai shot back, crossing his arms defiantly. "I ain't selling my soul for a couple of bucks. I make my music for the streets, not for some greedy asshole." The promoter's smile faded, replaced by a cold glare, but Jai felt a rush of adrenaline. This was a crossroads moment. Play it safe and preserve his integrity, or dive headfirst into the abyss of temptation. In the days that followed, Jai wrestled with his demons, the weight of the decision pressing down on him. The pressure mounted, and the streets began to close in like a vice. Friends morphed into foes, and loyalty became a rare commodity. One night, as he walked home through the dimly lit streets, he felt a prickling sensation, like 1,000 eyes watching him, shadows lurking in every corner, waiting for a sign of weakness. "Hey, Mr. PopShit," a voice called out from the dark. It was Trey, a former friend turned rival, his face twisted with malice. "I heard you turned down that deal. Stupid move, man. You think you're too good for this game? You're just another wannabe." Part 2, The Fall, Section 2. Jai felt the tension thickening in the air. "You don't know shit about me, Trey. I'm not chasing clout, I'm chasing my truth." "You should try it sometime," he replied, his voice steady despite the rising adrenaline. Trey laughed, a cold, hollow sound that sent a chill down Jai's spine. "Truth? Out here, it's about survival, PopShit, and you're gonna find that out the hard way." With that, he faded back into the darkness, leaving Jai to grapple with the weight of his words. The encounter left Jai unsettled, gnawing at his thoughts as he navigated the streets that felt increasingly hostile. He couldn't shake the feeling that the life he had chosen was pulling him into a vortex he might not escape. The streets had never been kind, but now they felt like a trap, tightening around him with every passing day. Determined to stay true to himself, Jai poured his heart into his music, but the pressure began to take its toll. He spent sleepless nights in his studio, weaving his pain and struggles into lyrics that felt like a lifeline. But with each verse he wrote, the shadows of doubt loomed larger. Would his truth resonate with anyone, or would it be drowned out by the noise of a world that thrived on superficiality? One evening, as he left the studio, a familiar figure blocked his path. Trey, flanked by a couple of his goons. "Still think you can make it without us, huh?" Trey sneered, stepping closer. "You're gonna need more than a mic and some rhymes to survive out here." Jai took a deep breath, heart racing. "I'm not playing your game, Trey. I'm not afraid of you." The conviction in his voice surprised even him, but it was a truth he needed to hold on to. Trey's expression shifted from amusement to anger. "You're just making this harder for yourself. But I guess that's what you want, right? A martyr for your so-called truth?" "Better a martyr than a sellout," Jai shot back, his resolve hardening. As he pushed past Trey and his crew, he could feel their eyes boring into his back, but he refused to let fear dictate his choices.